Bold and the Beautiful, mini spotlights, prime time.
That's not how you say it. That's not how you say it. It's the Young and the Restless mini spotlight.
You're on.
And the Bold and the Beautiful mini spotlight on JLJ Media.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Primetime special here on JLJ Media. We are going to do a crossover because we're brave. We are going to talk Y&R and we're going to talk Bold. Maybe. No, we will. So everyone, come in. And, I do need to say that Primetime, we say what we want. So if you get offended easily, I don't want hate mail. I'm your host, Amanda, and I'm here with my lovely co-host, Miss Candice Mack.
What's the difference between primetime and Sunday? That's what I'm asking for a friend. I'm asking for a friend right now, okay?
Well, on Sunday, I try to keep it more tame-ish. I said ish.
I'm trying to find the word. And I can't find it right now. But hey, everybody, and yes, unfortunately, due to illness, the role of James Lott Jr. is now being played by Amanda's hair.
I got purple.
Can y'all see the purple?
Can you see it? Probably not.
And you know, James loves some purple rain.
I had to copy Candice. So, what's the church announcements, Candice?
Well, first and foremost, everybody, hopefully you've had a great day. So far, I would have said week, but we just got this week started. So, some programming notes. Due to pretty much we just needed to take a break, we will not be on Sunday. And correct. Because of James' birthday and it's also Mother's Day, we will not be on the following Sunday. So that's 2 Sundays that we will not be on. However, we're scheduled to return the following Sunday. Right. This is Dan Region. Join us again for wrong show. Sorry. All right, but stay tuned because it might be some primetime shows like right now. And like tomorrow night, it's the General Hospital primetime special. Will there be a Beyond the Gates, considering it's only going to be on it was on Monday, tomorrow. No, sorry, not tomorrow, Thursday and Friday. Stay tuned. We might work something out because we know you guys love us too. Also, let's see what else is going on in the world. Super chats are welcome.
Did you say that someone passed that you wanted to talk about or no?
Yeah. Well, we already the news came out recent. If you guys follow, this is kind of not like Young and Restless, but kind of like everybody's connected. So we want to send our condolences out to Wally Kurtz and Nancy St. Alba, who some of you guys remember as Michelle on Guiding Light. It was announced that today both of their mothers passed away.
Right.
So, you know, and if you ever lost a parent, or even a child, you know how hard it is, especially close to being Mother's Day. Mother's Day is like in a couple of weeks. So we wanted to go ahead and give them our condolences and just pray that they can, you know, that they know that they were loved. So there you go. All right. So we're going to talk about Young and the Restless from last week and today. And I'm going to say it because I said it before we record. The show is really sucking right now. I'm sorry. I can't. Okay, let me be the nice person first. Candice, be nice. Be nice. Joshua Morrow, we've all known this, is a really good actor. And to me, I feel as though it's nice to see him kind of be a lead in a story than a supporting, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've done a good job of this. I am okay with them showcasing Nick and Adam's relationship. Yeah. I'm doing good so far, right? I'm doing good. Okay.
I like that too. I agree.
Okay. I like the united front that everybody on the show has been given. Billy and Sally, Nick and Adam, Sharon and Noah, and everybody else.
Okay.
Screw it, I can't do it anymore. This show has now caused me to have a headache. I really did try. So let me just state this right now. Last week on The Young and the Restless, we say certain things on this show that we hope does not happen. Okay?
Right.
And there's some things that we do want to see happen. Like we want to have that edge of your seat. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this just happened. Let me call up somebody and tell them to watch it, right? Here's what the problem is. You go ahead and you have Nick, who is he's addicted to those Smarties, y'all. So addicted. Everybody's going out to GC because this is a thing where nothing really happens in the GC, is always outside of the GC, whether it's Paris
or off camera,
Los Angeles, right? Off camera, Texas. Well, they haven't been to Texas yet, but you know what I'm saying. So everybody's going to Vegas, right?
Right.
And again, okay, you go ahead and you go into the history books and you pull out Riza from Adam's past. Okay. You connect her to Matt Clark. Now, for those who are going to ask me this question later, I'm going to do it now. Do I think Roger is a great find for Young and the Restless to play Matt Clark? Okay, I'm going to be completely 100 with you guys. I'm closer. If he was a new character, I would have been like, yes, Roger is on the show, new character, but I would still question the writing.
Okay.
When y'all told me this man was Matt Clark, previously played by Rick Hurst and Eddie, all that. I was like, why? What I'm currently seeing right now on my screen when Roger's on is, folks, work with me when I say this, a little bit of Franco, a little bit of Paul Ryan, and a little bit of Todd Manning, all rolled into one.
Yeah.
I laugh when I see him because he's making this storyline so funny, and it's not supposed to be because it's a serious situation.
Right.
But another thing too, and Amanda, I'm going to ask you this. I don't know if you know the history of Matt Clark. Do you know the full history of Matt Clark, or?
Some of it. I probably don't know all of it.
Okay. So his main thing was he was obsessed with Sharon.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay. All right.
So help me make sense of this. Matt Clark, Nick, Adam, right? If Matt was obsessed and raped Sharon, where's Sharon at in the story?
Oh, that's a good question. Good question. I don't know.
That's why I'm here, folks. That's why I'm here, folks. Where is Sharon in this story? Matt Clark was a pivot in her story, in her arc. I understand.
Right, so that don't make sense. You're right.
Huh. No. Another thing is that, again, I'm going to be honest. I see what Young and the Restless is trying to do. They're trying to get Joshua Morrow Emmy nod because the boy has not been nominated. He got screwed over the year that Cassie died. Because that pre-nomination list, I will never forget. I was so excited seeing him and Sharon Case on that list, and they didn't even go through to the final nomination.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was a tough year though. I will admit to that. But the thing is that okay, for almost 3 years, you had Sharon Case in storylines that, thank God the girl can act. Because it was a really first year, okay. Second year, okay. Third, you made this girl really believe that she killed somebody. So I was like, okay, y'all gonna take a break with her. Okay, that's fine. That's great. Right? But when you tell me that Matt Clark was coming back, I'm expecting Sharon and Nick gonna be in all of this, da 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 da. Meanwhile, you got Noah.
Can I say one thing?
You can say whatever because I'm about to cuss in a minute.
Guys, because we're probably gonna move on. Okay. I am the first person to say that real life is like a soap because it is. There is so many things that happen on soap that happen in real life, right? But they cannot, I can't handle it. Every single week, maybe every other week, someone's kidnapped. Like, I literally have 3 murders in my family, okay? But kidnapping, only have 1. But my point is, like, how ever since I started watching this, everyone's been kidnapped. Almost every person. And some people multiple times. Nick been kidnapped at least 3 times. At least 3. Once on the train, once, on the cane train, and then once when they were in France, and then he was kidnapped again. I don't remember. It was the bad guy.
From on Jordan, when on Jordan and Claire held him up in the house and he got stabbed.
Yes, that one. Okay, and then there's like, stop. Why? What are they doing?
But see, you actually had a pause. You had a pause between because so Nick and Adam are in Vegas. Dun, 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 Vegas. And Nick is popping the smarties. Like pop, 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 pop. So then all of a sudden Chelsea comes over to Vegas and Rizzo's all like, this is the kind of girl you with, Adam? Or could I call you Spider? And Adam still has to play that persona, right? So Chelsea's like, what's going on here? And everything. So Adam kind of clues her in a little bit. Hold on, wait. Now we're getting to the good part here. Okay. So then
hi everybody. Candice, tell them hi.
Hi. So then Adam goes ahead and tells Chelsea, look, I think my brother's really like, something's wrong with him. I think he's on something. Okay. Wait a minute.
We can see it.
No, wait a minute. Now Sharon and Noah back in the GC. I got a text from your father. Do you think we should go and help him? No, call the freaking police. No, I'm being dead serious right now. Yeah, where is Matt Cohen at? Y'all hired Matt Cohen to be the cop in Los Angeles, Las Vegas, and Paris. You killed Chance. You don't have a substitute.
Ooh. I didn't like that. I did not like that they killed Chance. It's coming up a year.
It's coming up a year that Chance died, y'all. We will have a memorial service for him because that was just wrong. That's okay.
That was wrong.
Life insane. It was wrong. That was, don't get me started. So everybody's going to Vegas. So again, Sharon is driving. I'm driving in my minivan. And then all of a sudden, who comes popping in? It's Matt Clark. So now he's holding Sharon and Noah hostage.
This is how many? Oh my God. She's been kidnapped at least like 8 times since I've been watching it.
4 within 2 years. 4. We thought we was going to, no, we thought this year was going to be different. I was praying to soak Jesus. Jesus, okay?
Right?
That we wasn't going to get a kidnapping. But here we are because, and then on top of that, so now all the Newmans are kidnapped together. Isn't that great? Isn't that just hunky-dory great? Hunky-dory great. So Matt's watching them in his camera. Okay. Now we're going to take a pause on this just for a second because I know you guys want to talk about some real good stuff. Okay. So let's talk about some real good stuff. Um, the new siblings. The new siblings. So Holden tells Lily we're half siblings because your dad slash uncle is my dad. And Holden gets oh, you had to think about that, didn't you? Why I said it like
I was like, wait, what?
remember Malcolm for yeah, I mean until Lord, if we was back then. So for those who were confused, I think some people know this, but for years, Malcolm was her uncle because Neil was her father. And then all of a sudden they decided to revisit because it was questioned at the time about Drusilla and Malcolm. Mm-hmm. And yeah, he took they both were doped up on meds and they created Lily. So Lily is Malcolm's biological daughter, but he chooses to honor that Neil raised that girl, which is true. So that's why I say daddy slash uncle. Okay. Only on the show, right?
Uncle Daddy.
That's just like on Days of Our Lives. Julie is Hope's sister slash stepmama.
Interesting.
Yes, it really. Yeah, girl. We'll talk later. But no, so everybody's talking about this in the open, and when I say the open, I mean the athletic club, the
everywhere where everyone can hear.
Right, because again, it's like this. Well, this is Holden. This is my son. Can I have an order of cheeseburgers, please? Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So, we know that Malcolm is sick. So he, does ask for some help. And Lily couldn't do it because of her cancer.
Right.
Holden, we was believing because he was the son, does not match.
Right. He's not a match.
Right. So everybody's crying, tears. Holden's over there, and Lily is like, well, Devon and Nate. And by the way, Young and the Restless, y'all are really slapping hard on the fact that Malcolm did not raise Nate to be his son. That was a pivotal moment that he wanted, like Malcolm really raised him. But that's nonetheless, I'm not in charge of the show. So, they all find out that Holden is Lily's half brother and Devon, right. And everybody that's like, okay, that's cool. We got, everything. All right, we come together with family. But Lily is like, well, let me talk, let me find out about the twins. Well, we found out that neither twin was a match for Malcolm.
Neither twin.
Now, Amanda, before we get to the obvious person, because we called who it was going to be since jump, I would like to bring up a point that I did not hear, and I rewatched the show on an all-day Saturday, like it was SoapNet back in the day when it was Saturday nights in the General City, because that's what they used to do from 7 to 11. And so, I'm sorry, 7 to 12. They never brought up Moses, which is Neil's other kid.
They did not.
They didn't test him. And for anybody who said they probably did, they did not mention none of that.
None that I know of, no.
Right. So Lily's crying because she's like, I don't know what to do. I can't lose him. I'm so sad. Kane overhears Lily's side of the call. Because,
by the way, Lily looks so pretty when she cries. I was like, good grief.
She does have that good. Crystal Cleo do have that cute cry. She does have that cute.
Doesn't she? I was like, oh, isn't that cute?
But then again, I would not, for me personally, I wouldn't want to mess up my makeup. So, just give me that ugly cry. And by the way, Crystal Khalil posted pictures. I think we're getting a new set of intro for Young and the Restless, and also new pictures because she looks fabulous.
Oh yeah, she's so gorgeous, by the way.
She really is. Woo. So she's crying, and Kane overhears the conversation and talks to Stephanie and say, hey, I want to be tested. So they do the test, and guess what, Amanda? Guess what?
You're not gonna believe it.
You ain't gonna believe this. This is, oh my gosh. I thought it was gonna be between, I thought Phyllis was gonna get tested because that's our best friend. But I'm like, oh my gosh, like, is it a possibility? Y'all, it's Kane.
It's the Kane train.
Literally, we're coming on a year of Kane being back in the GC. Billy Flynn will celebrate 1 year next month. So Lily's like, are you sure? You really want to do that? And Kane is like, I'll do anything for you. So we know this is clearly a stepping stone to get Lily and Kane back together.
Right. This is totally gonna work too. I have a feeling. Ken said that Drew took the wrong cold medicine.
Yeah, that's what she did. That's what she did. You see, some of you guys are saying Matt Cohn was wasted. I mean, he really was. He, to me, could have been the new Chance, but that's just another. I'm again not working for that show. You see, let's see. Oh yeah, that scene too. So Nate, he said, hey, Olivia, and Stephanie was like, and how do you know her? And he was like, that's my mom. And she's like, little Nate. Nate's this little boy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm like, okay. I'm going to say this for the positive. I'm going to say the positive. Having Vivica A. Fox on this show does bring joy for me. And the question is she permanent or temporary? She's temp, but I would like for them to actually. Okay, so Jesus, I'm about to ask another favor of you. Do a Jack K. Harry and have her be on contract for at least 6 months. You notice what I said, 6 months. Because she does add something to Holden, but I also kind of like the Holden, Audrey, Stephanie's situation. I like how Stephanie is towards Audra by calling her Aubrey. And like, don't you have any manners when somebody comes talking and stuff? Like, I like that future. You hear what I just said, right? Future in-law energy.
Yes.
Because I know some of you guys are still Holden and Claire fans, and that's fine. That's great, wonderful. But I like Audra and Holden. And I think having Stephanie around, it kind of gives Audra some spice that she lost too. Because I'm going to ask this question, America. Where's Amy? If you've seen Amy, please call 1-800-GC-BUZZ.
Where's my binoculars? I don't see her anywhere. I don't.
No, I don't.
You know what? She's missing. She's probably on a milk carton because she's missing.
Does anybody drink milk like that anymore? I'm just asking for a friend too. But
well, I am old, Candice. Okay, don't let the looks fool you.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. So, okay, so then, like I said, so Kane is a match. Malcolm is going to go for radiation and chemo, and Holden's a Winters. Ta-da.
Okay, can I just say, like, where's Elena? Where is Elena? Isn't that her name, Elena? Where is Elena?
Yep,
Elena, because she's the only person of color that's not related to them. Please tell me she's not related to them. Please, dear God, tell me she's not related to them because she done dated
but
both.
She should. Like, to me, it's one of those things where Young and the Restless, and I'm going to say it, they already have a talented cast. We know this. Mm-hmm. We know that's why this show sometimes don't really do a lot of recast. If you really think about it, Young and the Restless still has people, Melanie Thomas Scott, Peter Bergman, Eric Braeden, Josh, all of these people, right? But then when it comes to quote unquote the new blood, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And that's why I'm going to say something that I've been a broken record for, because I'm going to go back to what we started with. The show's called The Young and the Restless. You got Nick over there popping M&Ms. Why? And I'm dead serious when I say this. Why couldn't this been Noah's story?
Why can't they put Noah with Audra and then have Holden be jealous?
I'm fine for this down the line, but what I'm saying is like, okay, you have Noah coming back after almost a 2-year hiatus from the like he popped in here and there, but you literally had him come back with an older girlfriend. Okay,
Right.
he's a Newman. He's Nick's son. We was expecting that. You then tell us about the fact that he had a baby with Audra that may or may not still be with us. His ex-girlfriend is with his sister. That's Tessa for those who wanted to know. He's been clubbing from LA to London and back, and a photographer on the side. You mean to tell me that he has not picked up some kind of habit that he didn't really want his family to know about? Like that
would have made sense.
Right.
You're right. That would have made a lot of sense.
Right. And having the fact that Nick finds out and he's trying to help his son because Sharon's already going through a lot as it is. Right. Especially with Mariah. See, I'm about to play this all out right now. You can have obviously Sharon being there for Mariah, but have Nick and Noah, who I always said was like, they were like twins. They were like, that's my boy. You could have had Nick kind of save Noah from himself. And then we find out that the person that was giving him the pills was Matt Clark.
Right. Oh, yeah, that would have been so good.
And it ties into, see, it's not that hard.
And they still could have had him hooking up with
Serena.
Oh my God. What's her name?
Sienna. Like,
Sierra?
Sienna. Yeah, something. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they could have still been hooking up. Like, that could have still been a side.
No, this could have. Here's how you can have it. She's with Noah. She knows Matt, but she doesn't know the history between Matt and the Newmans. So she's gonna feel like, well, wait a minute, is this a setup? Is it something like, wait a minute? And then you find out that he's been giving him pills and stuff. Come on now, Young and Restless. That would have been a real. And then like while this going on, yeah, you have Audra and him talking,
right,
and everything. Maybe she's the one who picks up on the fact that he's not himself, that he's wilding out sometimes. Ladies and gentlemen, I just wrote the story.
Yeah, we just we just wrote it for you. That would be a hit.
It's just a rewrite. Like, there are certain things you could do. Okay, let me move on to this. So,
all right, what else we got?
Well, no, I'm gonna stick on it because this is the funniest thing ever. So get ready for this. To catch you up to speed, Amanda. So everybody's in the wherever they at. Oh, the old gas station off of Route 66.
Right.
Okay. All right. Okay.
They're all in the old gas station.
The old gas station, right? So they're all like banging and cleaning. Then all of a sudden, Nick goes into shock. He goes like this and pass out because he OD'd.
I guess so. He's carrying him back here.
So everybody's like, oh my God, Nick. So Sharon finds out. So this is today, okay? Sharon finds out that Nick has been popping. So Adam and Noah are trying to talk to him. And Sharon is like, well, when did he start taking drugs? Why would he be taking drugs? I don't understand.
Because of his leg. That's what he's going to say. Because of my leg.
Okay. Since this is also the Bold and the Beautiful, I'm going to do something right now. Here's the problem, Young and the Restless. I would have bought this storyline if you would have told it just like you told Steffi's storyline, when she was being addicted to the pills. Remember, she got hit. She was in an accident, and she was self-deprived. She was like, okay.
Yeah.
Nick has been shot. He's been stabbed. He's been through a lot. I never saw him, not at once. Like, ask for a pill. But all of a sudden now and I get it, addiction happens just like that. But the way this show was telling me, it's like you missed something. You missed some steps. And actually, to be honest, it's the wrong person. It should have been Noah. Because Nikki has an addiction. Victor has an addiction. Yes, he does. Victoria has an addiction. Like everybody, but again, addiction it is generational. It is, folks.
It is.
So, but for me, if you're going to do the young and you're going to have that platform of where Sharon and Nick I'm not saying taking over for Victor and Nikki, because that ain't going to happen. But you need to start thinking about your future of these characters on the show. You mean to tell me you brought Noah Newman back for this? And this is not a dig at Lucas Adams. But they're not doing any favors right now for him being on the show. And it's not an actor's thing. It's a writing thing for Noah Newman. And that's a problem. We need to solve that. So then all of a sudden, Sienna, oh God, talks to Matt. This was your plan all along. This was your plan all along. And Matt is like, what plan? The episode ended, because I know some people probably did see it or probably didn't see it. The gas station blew up.
Oh my gosh.
Is Matt Clark dead? I don't know. Stay tuned to find out on the next Young and the Restless.
And we have no idea who was in there, I'm assuming.
If y'all think Matt Clark is dead, that's just like saying Jordan was dead. That's like saying
that would be a waste, huh?
Cameron was dead. They're not going to get rid of Roger like that.
I was going to say, why would they bring him on? Someone like that, bring him on just to. But I mean, they've done it before.
They've done it, but here's the thing, because Josh Griffin and Roger are cool from One Life to Live, because Josh co-created Todd Manning. The problem is that just because it worked on another show, the chem sometimes it doesn't translate. And
I agree.
My thing is that now Roger's playing Roger, and when I say that is Roger's a really goofy guy in real life. Contrary to what a lot of people think, he's really goofy in real life. So when I'm watching him, I'm not seeing Matt Clark, and I never size up anybody, but I'm just seeing him being an actor and trying to make sense of the storyline. He has Tamara Braun. They previously worked together and all that. Like, this story is not doing any favors. And to the Nick fans out there, the Schick fans out there, and the Chatham fans out there, and the Chatham fans out there, I am so sorry. And I'm saying that with love, because now they're trying to, because this Vegas thing with RZA, who also knows Matt Clark, right? That's what's trying to give Adam and Chelsea something to do. And then yet again, you got Sharon and Nick. It's either you do it or you don't.
Yeah, that is getting on my nerve. That is getting on my nerve. Because everybody, well, maybe not everybody, but I feel like the majority of people want them to get together.
I'm going to tell you this, Amanda. The last go around when Sharon was kidnapped, there was a scene where Nick talked to Sharon and had said, is everything okay? And I still remember this dialogue, folks, because he was questioning, like, because Sharon was like, yeah, everything's fine. And he's like, are you sure? Because every time we're together, you have that look in your eyes, like you want to do something. But I'm just glad they were friends. I felt as though that was the show's way of saying Sharon and Nick is never going to get back together. Because because it's sort of like, again, the Charlie Brown Lucy method. Here's the ball.
That was when the other psycho guy came, right? The other psycho guy that was obsessed.
That was with that was the doctor.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But no, like, you have it where the fans do want Sharon and Nick. Here's the ball. Here's Charlie Brown. Here's the fans. Here's the writers.
Yeah.
It's either you do it or you don't. And I'm going to be honest. I was a Sharon and Nick fan. I still am, but I face
Me too.
reality. I know that a lot of my couples will never be together, and that's fine. That's okay. Life goes on, and so do we. I'm just saying.
I mean, we
I'm
can
just
hold
saying.
a grudge though.
We can hold a grudge because the show needs to start getting everything. And when I say getting everything together, it is because your older generation, I'm not saying anything, but you need to start really thinking about the future of the certain brackets.
Right.
Okay. Speaking of that, congratulations goes out to Billy and Sally. They're having a baby.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. And before anybody says Amanda and Candice aren't fans of Sally and Billy, that's not the case. Here's what my problem is. Why? Again, I just said the future of the show, but I am going to ask this question. Why? I feel like sometimes, and this is just me, when you give a character or a couple a baby, it's a breaking point. It can go either two ways. It can further the story of two generations coming together, two legacy families coming together. Or it is you don't have anything else for them. I've been very, very outspoken about why I think Sally needs to go back to Bold and Beautiful. I've been very open about why I think they paired Billy and her up together. A baby to
Whoa.
me, it is. Go ahead, Amanda.
You know why?
Because there was nothing
There's
else.
a reason that they had to break up Adam and Sally, guys. If you want to know, Google it. There's a reason.
Well,
Because
that
would be real awkward, right? Okay, in real life they dated, the two actors dated, and then they broke up, right? Well, it would be awkward if you had to go on camera and still be together. So I have no problem that they broke them up. That's fine. But I don't get Sally and Billy. They're together. They break up every other week. So let's give them a baby. Like, I don't understand what's happening, Candice. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. And I love Sally and Billy. I love both of them. It's just not together. I don't like them together. And they don't need a baby. They break up every 5 minutes.
To me, when I think about Sally on The Young and the Russells, and let me take it all the way back. When they said that Courtney was coming on over as Sally, I was like, okay, sassy Sally is coming over to the GC to give girls like Summer, Lily, and them a run for their money.
They did at first.
I'm still waiting
for like a little bit.
She did. But no, the only person she got
in a fight with Chelsea, remember?
Right, but she also got under Phyllis's skin when Sally was hanging around Jack.
Oh yeah, and her and Summer too. Sally and Summer didn't really like each other. But then they just dropped it off. Like they stopped.
To me, there was such potential with Sally being that girl, that woman in the GC. A little bit of what Jill, how Jill was mid 80s, early 90s. Okay. Her hanging around Jack, giving Phyllis like a whole double take of like, wait a minute. Yeah, Sally's a little bit like you, Phyllis. She's a little corny too. Okay. The fact that, Sally was, yapping it up with Jack Abbott and then between the Newman boys. That's a soap right there. Is that she wanted to create her own fashion company. So what if Sally got knocked up on purpose? And she then, fell in love a la Jill, right? There was such and I will say this, Sally and Adam was good. They were good.
Yes. They had chemistry.
But I also got to say this, Nick and her had some chemistry too. I like the fact that even when she was having Adam's baby, Nick was there. I like that. Now, when Adam forgot about that baby's anniversary, and also that I got why they did Billy and Sally, because they bonded over the loss of their children. To me, they could have been friends. But I feel as though, and there could have been Kyle and Sally, Daniel and Sally, Nate
there
and
was lots
Sally.
of options. There
There's
was a lot of
and
options.
I'm not saying that Billy, like, for again, I don't want everybody to think I'm coming down. It's just, to me, you were trying to do the polar opposite of Adam and Chelsea by having it Billy and Sally. I want y'all to think about that for a second, because there's some comparisons between those four characters, right? I just feel as though, like, okay, you work so hard to separate them in the sense of, let Sally be Sally and let Billy be Billy.
Right.
But now you have this baby, and it's just like, okay, what's next? The marriage proposal? What is next? Like, I don't recognize Sally on the show sometimes because she doubts her own self. And she never doubted herself on Bold.
And she is a fashion designer.
Right.
It's like weird to me that she just totally abandons that, and she's like, I'm gonna start remodeling houses. Chelsea. And then I'm gonna remodel houses now. What?
No, the fact that Chelsea and her both gave up something that they truly loved.
Right.
To do what again? What are they doing? Forgot what jobs they got. I don't.
Well, Chelsea's working with Adam, I guess, doing whatever.
Because she's a Newman through and through. She's a true Newman woman now. Ride or die. Call your friends. Let them know.
I actually kind of like them together. I don't mind it. They have a kid. They get along. They're kind of funny. I don't mind it. I like, oh my God, I don't want her with Billy. So I would rather her anybody else. I don't want her with Billy. The history is wrong on that.
Here's the thing, is that with Chelsea and Billy, I mean, next. The problem with Chelsea is, and I noticed this, is that she's lost her bite. And that's why I think they got Rizzo and her. I guess that's going to be the thing.
Rizzo or Rizzo?
Rizzo, Rava.
I didn't know either.
That's why I think they decided to do this part of the story, is to remind people who Chelsea is and what Adam is. Like, to give them some kind of seasoning in their food. Because,
well, I have a question. This is good.
Okay.
I got it from the chat, so I'm cheating. What do you think about Billy and Victoria together? Because Victor hates it. Do you like them together, or you don't like them together? Is it Victor Hallman 83? Hi.
I'm gonna say it like this. And this is not a dig to anybody. The only Billy and Victoria version that I actually endured and I loved was Billy Miller and Amelia Heinley. I love those two together. I will give Jason Thompson, Amelia cred, because I actually buy them as an ex-couple.
Yeah,
who tried to work it out, but they realized that their time has passed. I do want, and let me be very clear of this, I do want more scenes with them. Thank you. They have kids. Where are the children at?
Yeah, you're right. They're funny together. You know what? I don't know. I've never really seen them together. They haven't been together since I've been watching.
Right.
But I do like that Victor don't like it.
But here's the thing. I don't care who Victor likes. See, this is okay. Let me get to the next part of this. And we haven't talked about Bo yet, but we're going to in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Victor Newman, I'm Victor Newman fatigued. I'm done. First and foremost, Jack, Diane, Nikki, Victor. I need to talk to all three for you guys right now.
Every time that y'all say that in my head, every time that you say it in my head, that song, you know the song, Jack and Diane.
Oh yeah, no,
Got
here's
his
the
hands
thing.
between your knees.
No,
Oh.
somebody said that whenever I say it like that, you can tell I'm a teacher because of how I just said it, how my voice just went down like that. But here's the thing. Diane, I need to talk to you for a second.
What is Diane doing?
I want Diane to hear what I'm about to say. Diane, I was with you up until a certain point. You all mad at Jack, but you're not really doing what I thought you were going to do. First and foremost, again, let me point this out. Your husband was on something. And I understand that, going back a couple weeks ago, you thought something else happened, and then you saw your husband in bed with a psychopath. Young and the Restless. I'm going to pick on you real quick. The writers. This is what happens when you watch the show so long that you can remember the history.
Okay.
You needed to have Diane explain why she was kind of feeling like that or whatnot. Because, folks, for those who do not know, Patty, played by the late Andrea Evans, walked in and saw Jack and Diane in bed. Okay? This is when Patty had her fling with Jack, like her crush. 40-something years later, Diane now knows how it feels. Here's where you are starting to open the box of insecurities for Diane. You go ahead and you're blasting Jack. You didn't realize that your man was on something? That tells me that you don't know your husband. Now,
when she got there, they weren't. When she got there, they were not acting all messed up. They were acting sober. When she walked in, they were both like,
no. But here's the thing, though. Even if you know your husband, you know that he's not going to go with a psychopath and do that with her, with Patty. Considering all the things. No, but what I'm saying is that with Diane, you're already thinking something's already happened to your husband because he's missing.
Right.
When you went through the doors with your son and his brother, and you see Jack sweating, right?
He was sweating.
And he was dazed and confused because he was slurred. He was like not really there. To me, and I still have a problem with this. Diane, I get why you were, because again, presentation is everything. But when you start to hear and you understand and you see, you look and you know Patty could have done something. But you lashed out, and I get it. But your real beef is Jack and Nikki.
Oh, now, that's a huge issue, yeah.
Right. Now, Jack, I'm going to talk to you. Hi, how you doing? You're so gung-ho about this 40-year-old rival between you and Victor that you're not understanding Diane. Diane is your wife. Yes, she's faked to death before, but we're over that. We're over that.
That was 20 years ago.
I know, but again, 40 years of history with these other two versus 20, right? So, Jack, you're not understanding what your wife is saying. Is that with Nikki Newman, every time you're around Nikki, something happens. The last time you tried to be her best friend, you almost died.
Yep.
Okay. Before that, you have done everything to quote unquote protect Nikki. And for those who do not understand how I'm saying this, is for 40 years, whenever Victor and Nikki got into it, yelling when he's like, "You get out of my house, I'll be damned," or whatnot. Right. And she's all like, "Oh, Victor," and he's like, "Get out." She will literally pull either Steffi or Hope and go right across the street to Jack. Jack, no matter if he was with Phyllis, with Diane. Yeah, that's it. He would always open the door and Nikki would come on in and he was all, okay, I'll protect you. Because he
And see,
loves her.
I don't play that. I don't play that. I don't care. I don't play that. You're not, no.
But
No.
once you are in that rotation, that's the rotation. Diane is sick and tired of it. Now, this is what I'm gonna say.
So
Nikki,
is Victor.
Right. But see, Victor does it because, okay, now let me talk to Victor real quick. Victor, the only reason that you've had this feud going on with Jack is because Jack does something that you can't do with Nikki. You're jealous of what Jack can provide Nikki that you can't. It's not security. It's not that. It's the emotional support that you can't do. And I understand because you didn't have that growing up. Here's the segment of the show where we become psychiatrists. Okay. So,
well,
Victor,
you know what? Y'all give Jack way too many passes.
No,
Y'all are all over this. And
but
Jack is the problem. Victor
but I'm gonna get to Jack
nicely, Candice, very nicely. I don't know if anyone remembers. He asked very nicely. He said, "I'm not comfortable with this. It makes me very uncomfortable. Please get a different sponsor." He didn't even demand it.
It's not that.
Then he demanded it.
No,
but he asked first. Nicely.
But here's the thing, Amanda, that's just a one-day thing versus 40 years. Because in 40 years, whenever Victor and Nikki got into it, Nikki always threw Jack in Victor's face. Okay?
Right, because it's a thing she keeps doing.
It's a cycle, right? Because Nikki knows that whenever Victor and her have a falling out, she can always go to Jack. Before it was Jack and Brad, okay? Jack is the white knight. He will like, dun, 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 dun. I owe silver and help. The problem is that, again, Jack has always been the nice guy when it comes down to rescuing Nikki. He doesn't have to do it with Phyllis because Phyllis can stand on her own 2 feet. But Nikki is, because she's been a part of a cult, she, has had, things happen. She was a stripper. She ran, her and Jack ran for the U.S. Senate. Yes, folks, this really did happen on Young and Restless. She's lost their baby because of Victor.
See, that's the thing. It's why I would not be able to handle that either. Like, I get why Victor don't like it, because get another friend. Are you serious? Do you see the trouble that you two caused?
But here's where Jack, now this is the other part of thing. You was like, Jack gets a pass and everything. I feel as though when it comes down to Victor and Jack, I'm taking Nikki out for a second, y'all. Victor has done so much to Jack to the point where around this time, especially being drugged again, taken advantage of again. Because for those who don't know, this is actually the 3rd time because of Victor that Jack has been taken advantage of. I would have been super pissed. So now, Jack, you and Nikki are going to come over. See, that's the problem. You feel as though the extra bonus is Nikki to help whatever plan this is. Because Nikki gets off on this kind of stuff.
And the problem is they don't see it. Like, they think they're so innocent, and like they don't have a clue why
because
Diane
they feel as though they're there because
what are you talking about?
Here's how this is how they're seeing it. They see themselves as the victims of Victor Newman. Now, Nikki, you talk a real good game. And unfortunately, this is one of those things when again, Victor and Nikki will always be that couple. But as you get older, folks, you realize that the couples that have maintained a long stay on these soaps have so much traumatic stuff in between. Like Luke and Laura. I don't even need to say anything about Luke and Laura, right? Okay. Same thing with Victor and Nikki. they have emotional, physical, mental damage. They're toxic for each other. But when you are in a relationship for so long, you can't break away. Every time Victor has been with whoever you want to say, but so we don't count Sharon because we all have amnesia. We don't remember that. We don't remember that they were together. We don't talk about it. It never happened. Just like Jack and Sharon, we don't talk about that.
Ew.
Each woman, girl, it was a time. Yes, it was a time. Yeah, yes.
I'm surprised after all the stuff I've heard about Diane. I'm surprised Diane hasn't decked Patty. Just right in the
Oh,
face.
I think it's coming. I think it's well. Well, let me get to that real quick. So you got Patty.
I forgot.
Like
we gotta move on.
Yeah. So Patty's, in the GC, and I was waiting for this. I was so happy to see it that Patty and Phyllis ran into each other. Some of you guys on social media was like, well, why is Phyllis acting like that? Why was she like so cold to Patty, other than Jack, right? So almost, damn, is it like, woo, it's been over 10 years. Summer almost died because of Patty. Patty gave Summer a peanut butter sandwich.
Right.
Summer is allergic to peanut butter. So because of that, it also triggered a brain, like loss of oxygen of brain, okay, to Summer.
But it was an accident, right?
No.
Oh, okay, because I read it, but I thought it was an accident. Like, she didn't realize
this was around the same time. This was around the same time that she had Colleen drowned because of her too.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Patty was no joke. But unfortunately for me, and I'm gonna say this, and we had Stacy on the show and everything, and love Stacy.
Oh my gosh, she is so cute.
She's so cool. I want to hang out with her. I really do. She's like a rock star to me.
She's funny.
If I'm gonna be 100, I'm gonna be 100. They did exactly what I thought. They made her a cartoonish figure. They did the same thing with Jordan. So you have her back in the GC. So Diane is now like all over the place. She has Nikki, she has Patty, but she wants a divorce.
Yeah, because it's twice. Okay. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you, I allegedly have done a lot of drugs, allegedly. And when I was younger, I have done some pretty strong things. And Candice, to be completely out of your mind where you don't know what you're doing at all, them too. That's twice. I'm sorry, twice. Once, all right, I'll forgive you. Twice?
Like, you guys, I'm going to read what they say in the chat room. I can't understand why Diane is tired, but she needs to forgive Jack. She's not perfect either. Nope, neither one. But again, like I said, I was upward to Diane. But the thing is that you're going so hard on Jack. You need to go hard on Nikki.
Oh, yeah. Nikki's the problem. Nikki's a huge problem because she doesn't respect
been a problem
her
for
husband.
40 years, folks.
She doesn't respect how he feels.
Nobody respects anybody on the show.
They don't.
Let's see. Yes, there has been mention of Summer in the past week. Oh, by the way, Summer's
Summer back.
Summer's company is planking. It's planking.
You know what? I'm praying this of Jesus because I really loved Summer. I never understood why they took her off. I was stunned. The recasting was so good. She was really good.
Allison was good. So, real quick,
the shoes that she had to fill, that's hard.
That's hard.
So, yeah, she did good. I didn't get that.
Yeah. So then we got Michael. Always nice to see Christian LeBlanc. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always nice to see Christian. So, in case y'all needed to hear this again, Victor told Michael about his plans to force Phyllis to give Victor's company back. by using get ready for the fourth shot, y'all. Get ready. Get ready. A new AI program. A new
Yay!
AI. Yeah.
Yay!
So it will fabricate proof to steal the company and all that. So Phyllis real when all of a sudden, people started to leave. But then Michael told Lauren that Summer's company was going down, but she refused to walk away. So now Phyllis and Lauren convinced Michael to join the company to head up the legal team. Again, AI will work better on Bold and the Beautiful.
I don't care. I don't care.
I don't care. I don't care.
I don't care.
Right. And in case you do care about this, Cricket may be the new DA.
Again. Yay. I don't care. I thought she was going on tour with her man.
She did. She came back. And then real quick, and then we're going to switch it up to both because there's only one big story on that show. So, okay. Devon and Abby.
Aww.
Devon finally is acting like a boss by saying he will not put money for the judge or anything because he wants Mariah behind bars.
Thank you. I'm sorry, she kidnapped my child. I'm supposed to just be like cool with that?
And Devon was like, I apologize for how I was acting before, but yeah, the fact that she can still roam around and all that, yeah. So Abby and him has a little come to blows. Okay, here's what Candice is going to say. Hi, I'm Candice Mack of JLJ Media, and this is my editorial. To the fans out there, y'all had Bryton James come on social media and say he's seen everybody saying how Devon is acting like this and that. And he asked the question, well, what is he supposed to be doing? You guys have been complaining for the last couple of years that he's done nothing. Finally, he does something and everybody's up in arms. First and foremost, Bryton James.
We missed you.
Hold on, wait a minute. You know what? Screw that. I'm going to give you the Emmy for best tweet because that was a beautiful moment right there. I appreciate that. And by the way, he's not married to Christian LeBlanc, as some outlets was saying, Entertainment Weekly.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, girl, you miss a moment, you miss everything.
Why is Abby not more mad?
No, here's my question. You ready for my question? Chat room, you guys ready for my question? Okay, let me just say this right now. Melissa Orway is a beautiful young woman.
Very.
She's funny. She's a New England Patriots fan.
She's sweet
we know
too.
She can act. We know she can act. This woman should already be on my screen every single day because there's stuff going on with her mama's side of the family, her daddy's side of the family, and within her own family. She's been a chancellor. She's been a Raymond because of Stitch. She's a Newman Abbott chancellor, Winters. Lord,
right.
I'm like this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, good point.
So Young and Restless, I got a question for you. You know what? I would love Amanda to come back, but join us next time for me in my conversation why I think that. Yeah, okay. Here's my question, Young and Restless, and I'm being dead serious when I ask this question. Y'all are plotting to have Abby and Daniel back together, aren't you?
Ew. Oh, I'm sorry. That just came out. My bad. Let me wait. I think Daniel's attractive. I didn't mean it that way. I just meant that's a weird combination. That's what I meant.
They used to date. They used to date, right? Oh yes.
That's a weird combination. That's a weird combination.
In 2000 and what was it? 2010 when Emmy Ryland played Abby. Because
her.
Abby she was the naked heiress at the time, and Daniel was a photographer because everybody on the show had to be a photographer. Okay,
Right.
so they actually were together, and the only reason that they busted up is when she found out about Daisy and Daniel, and that's what happened with baby Lucy. Like she broke up with him and everything. So that that situation. The reason I say that is because Daniel was talking to Lauren, like, you supposed to be on my side. I wouldn't have done that. Nobody cares. But at the same time, you got Devon and Abby, and I do appreciate you showing me more Devon and Abby. But I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. Why do I have a feeling that y'all gonna have Devon and Abby bust up because of this whole situation regarding Mariah and Dominic, who, by the way, is the cutest little kid. Oh my God, cheeks. Oh my God, those cheeks. You're gonna have them have a disagreement, and you're gonna start having Abby and Daniel's direction.
I hope not. Because we haven't even got to see. They're never on. So like we haven't even really got to see.
I mean, I'm gonna say
Abby.
this: we will be seeing them soon. We're gonna see a lot of them. You know why, Amanda?
Oh, the crossover.
The crossover. The countdown is on. This week is May. So towards the end of May, early June is the crossover. So you're gonna have Jack, Diane, Victor, Kyle,
Abby,
Devon. Yeah, that's the 6.
Yeah, we haven't even got to see like their relationship together because they're never on. It's like it's the same thing with Tessa and Mariah. We don't get to see their relationship. Nope. So it's like it makes you feel like, well, why should I care? Like they're never on. Like
you guys said Nate and Abby. Here's the thing. With Nate and Abby, I don't see it. Now with Nate and Victoria, I'm kind of okay with them doing that again. I actually am okay with that. To me, they have a big problem. It is a problem because, and I'm starting to see it with Adam even more. Whenever there's more siblings in a family like the Newmans, or they choose, you know what I'm saying? Like there's the faves, and then there's the middle, and then there's the ones that's just like that. I go hard for Amanda. Not for Amanda. Well, I'll go hard for Amanda. There you go, folks. I go hard for Abby because she's the hybrid of the Abbotts and the Newmans.
And you know what? You just made me think of something. They did the same thing to Chance. When I started watching, you guys were telling me how Chance is connected to all these people, but I watched it for like a whole year and never even knew that because they're never.
Yeah, I mean they didn't, as much as they really did Chance and Abby. When Chance died, there was nothing. But again, I go hard for to say this too with Chloe. Chloe and Chance was a huge thing. That's who he lost his virginity to. Yes. Like even though Billy is Delia's dad, Chance was really Delia's quote unquote stepdaddy. Like he loved kids.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I'll send you the clips. So yeah. So here's what we learned from the Young and the Restless port.
I was gonna say, did we cover everything? We covered everything.
I think we did.
I think we did.
This is what we're gonna say about Young and the Restless. It sucks right now. They need to do something. Oh, by the way, and every 3 months they're going to be dropping something, the secret that Audra and Holden has. That's because they don't know what the secret is, y'all. I'm just going to keep it real.
See, you got it. They need
to pull the trigger because
they hold things too long. But they hold it so long that you don't care anymore. You're like, I forgot that even is a thing. You know what I mean?
It's to the point where I sometimes think that, and I get it because when you're writing so much stuff, you tend to forget. But that's why you keep a track of your notebooks. Go on Google or X of the fans. Because look, I'm gonna tell you something right now. We fans, we don't forget nothing. We may not remember our bank account numbers or birthdays or anniversaries.
Cannot remember a password to save my life.
Right. But I can tell you exactly everything that led up to the started the Moss storyline from 2 years ago into now. And I can also tell you that they don't mention Sam, Kane's other child, because we don't talk about that anymore. We still don't know where Amy is. I'm assuming she's still in the GC, still getting treatment. We don't talk about the fact that Tracy actually drunk a beer.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, that happened, y'all. I've never seen Tracy Abbott drink a beer. It was just random thing.
It's the first time for everything, I guess.
It's the first time for everything, including now Bold and Beautiful.
All right, we're moving on to LA.
Yeah, because not too far from Vegas, so apparently they probably going to be talking about that on LA Buzz or something. I don't know. So the big thing is this, folks. Ivy was busted. As you guys know, Ashley Brewer is now on maternity leave. So, Oh, that's true. It is classic episodes on YouTube and on Paramount that they can go. Look, it ain't that hard. Okay. Unlike young, see, Bold don't have that problem because you know why? If you act now and get the Bold app, you can see all the seasons, including not really this one, but the 38 seasons on the Bold and Beautiful app. Start from season 1 and work your way up. So in case you are confused about why Katie and Brooke are beefing, you can go back to understand where this is all coming from, including documentaries, memorable moments, and heck, you might even see some fan event moments there too.
Just look for the TV, the B&B TV.
B&B.
There you go.
It'll cost you. But don't worry. And it's also on YouTube. Yes, folks, Bold and Beautiful also has a collection here on YouTube, as well as Pluto TV. So in case you need your Bold and Beautiful history, you can check them out. And tell them that Amanda, Candice, and James sent you.
There you go.
Damn, I'm good at these promo stuff. I swear I should be.
I know, right? They should hire both of us to do promos.
They really should. And I don't know what we want. I mean, it's not like, we got spick and span around here. Anyway, so okay. So Ivy got busted from Elektra. Elektra found out that Ivy kept, had the letter. And Ivy has been going really hard for the fact that Elektra and RJ, they just need to be together. Meanwhile, Dylan,
insane. They don't even know each other.
That's right. They're cousins.
So weird.
Don't you know that RJ and Elektra is like, we come from the same family, but it's just weird. It's like, yeah, it's okay though, but we're cool. Like, all right, and everything. It's and weird. Electra's going like, okay, to the point that weird. So wait a minute. Here's where Candice is about to shock y'all. Y'all know that I have not liked Ridge in a very long time. However,
who does?
Wait a minute, Amanda. Ridge actually said something that I was like, yeah, they definitely listen to JLJ Media. I've been saying how Ivy has been giving me OG Stephanie vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine my shock when I'm like on my lunch break, I'm eating, and I see Ivy and Ridge sitting down. And Ridge is like, you remind me of somebody. Oh, who? My mother. My mother tend to interfere with other people's lives. And I'm like this.
He did? He did too. Hey, no, and he was like, wait, he did.
I was like this. I was like, wait, did I write the episode? Like, did I write that or something? Because everything Ridge was like saying is what Stephanie did. Like, she would interfere with everybody's love lives. She would try to, rearrange and everything. And I was like, I don't think that's the case. I don't think so. I don't see it that way. And he's like, are you sure? Because is this what she wants? It doesn't matter. It's my niece with your son. But then, like,
it's weird.
It became too much to the point where bye-bye, Ivy. You got to let go. Bye-bye. See ya.
Well, I mean, that was insane. Like, I knew as soon as Will found out that all of these people were keeping this from him, he was going to be mad. And he was.
He really was. But wait a minute. Hold on. So then you got Electra. Let me do this justice. I didn't know. I didn't know. Here's RJ. I'm here for you, baby. I'm here for you.
Yeah. Not good.
On this show, that Electra was going to irk me to the point where she's the crazy one. I was told she wasn't crazy. But to me, your boyfriend was telling the truth. Well, your auntie lied and covered up.
That's devastating. Like, I trust my aunt. Like, that's devastating.
Right. I trust my aunt too. But to the point where you really did interfere with me and my boyfriend for me to start thinking all these things and for me to go ahead and trust this other person. Now the ball is in my court. And I'm still going to be with RJ. Amanda, your thoughts, because we also have Will and Dylan.
Told you. I 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 told you. He was going to go straight to her and ask her, did you know? Because if you did, you are not my friend. Did you know? Did you know? Yes, she knew. And she didn't tell you. Of course she did. I told you. So, you cannot say, I'm your friend when you're keeping something like that from someone. That's absurd. You're not my friend.
But here's my question: Who's still in the wrong for this? Because you got Electra finding out about it, and she's over there kissing up on RJ. Her boyfriend,
he's not her boyfriend. He is not her boyfriend. They are broke up.
But even though, here's the thing: the reason for the breakup is because of my aunt.
Right.
So in other words, technically speaking, it wasn't a mutual thing. It was the fact that my aunt, who is the person that I trusted, who's a person that, I would, she caused all of this.
Yeah.
So instead of me talking to the person that, quote unquote, I'm broken up with, I go over to RJ. You're making Will really bite. And again, hats off to Will, because he was asking all the questions. I was glad he asked Dylan. I'm glad Dylan was straight up. But you got Electra again. Electra, this is where you go and tell Will, I didn't know. I swear, I didn't know she did all of this. I don't know. Because
they
now
did.
You're really
They did.
But let me finish the book. But
I was like, wait, am I having a heart attack? Am I imagining this happened? I was like, freaking out.
But no, the thing is that now you're caught between these two. But you need to be honest about everything. Everybody needs to be honest. Because RJ is laughing. He's like, she's still gonna choose me though.
Oh yeah,
she's choose me.
Yeah. He is so full of himself, and that is, to me, that's so unattractive. He thinks already that he won, and okay.
Because the way they're writing RJ is 87 and 88, Ron Moss's version of Ridge.
Yes.
And the problem is that, again, this is sort of like what about Logan Newman. With RJ, the character, they haven't really struck gold with the character. Right. Now they're trying to have him be this arrogant, cocky, man that all the women go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Like Athena said, Electra got her lips all over RJ again after Will supposedly made up again. That is true. The problem is that now we're setting up. Okay, you guys agree with me with the Ron Moss. Okay. The problem
Oh
is
yeah,
that now you
I
got
agree
this
too.
triangle where I can tell you they don't even need to do it. Just go ahead, Electra and RJ, Will and Dylan. If not, I
I am not.
no,
No way. No
no,
way. If he gets
no,
with
no,
Dylan after she lied, he's dumb.
no.
And
But
Electra is confused. Okay, it is possible to have feelings for two people and not realize it. Like, I'm not gonna go hard on her because she's young and they're not even together right now. They're broke up. Like, yeah, they need to have a conversation, but they are not even together right now. That's like saying you're not allowed to kiss anyone, even though you're broke up with this guy for weeks and weeks. That doesn't even make sense.
I'm gonna ask a question. Chat room. Hi, how you doing? Did Electra kiss RJ while technically still with Will?
No, because Will ripped his neck in her mind. Wait, in her mind, he got the note, read it, said "F you," ripped his necklace off, threw it on the table, and jetted. If that happened to me, I would assume we're broken up.
Correct me if I'm wrong. RJ and Electra kissed 3 times. And the one that you just counted, they kissed before that.
I don't know why this is a big deal. I don't know why you're making it such a big deal.
No.
Dylan danced for him and ended up in his lap, and they had dinner multiple times. Like, I don't understand.
My point is that Electra, and it's because of the writing for Electra. Because
I don't understand why you don't like her so much. Like, she's done nothing. She's like, oh,
it's not. No, it's not that I don't like her. I don't know her. Here's the problem.
Oh, well, I don't know that.
No.
So I don't care about her. Like, I get that.
No,
like, I totally get
it. The thing is that they have not really established Electra the way that they kind of established Dylan. And I think the problem is a couple of things. When we first was introduced with Electra, remember it was the whole stalking thing with Remy, right?
Right.
Remember how fast I forgot
about that too. Dang, that poor girl. Dang.
No, but here's the thing: we didn't know who she was. If this was a Hope or Steffi or Brooke, we the audience would actually have cared because we know who this character is, right? Remember, she came on. It was not even a week. We already was jumped in because we were trying to figure out who she related to in the Forster family. We're thinking this was such and such, stuff like, but you have her as a made up character, like a new add-on, right?
Right.
Then you go ahead, you hooked her and Will up. Because remember on the show, I had a problem with that. I was like, dang, that was fast. Like, damn, like, did I blink? They got together.
Well, they ran into each other, remember? Like, literally.
Right. Literally. But you made it like they've known each other for years. For me as a viewer, I have to know who this character is. Thank you. You guys said it. It should have been Jessica's daughter. Because at least we would have known Jessica, Sly, and all that. But the problem is that with her character, they don't know which lane to pick. Is she going to be, and when I say these characters' names and everything, you'll get, is she going to be a Caroline? Meaning that she is sweet and innocent down to the middle with a little bit of some kind of mystique to her. Is she the one that's a two-face? Or is she still a plain Candice where they shade her in here? And when I say that is she had the most with Luna. That was the most interesting that I saw her in. But when Will was raped, there was nothing. There could have been something. I think my problem is that when you have a character that is supposed to be in the thick of it with another character, a legacy character like a Will and a RJ, the viewer, has to be interested in it.
Yeah,
I
understand.
I am not in that I don't like her. It's just, to me, I don't know her. I don't know which lane that now, especially with Ivy being gone, which lane are you going to pick? Because you can't have two quote unquote good girls, even though
See, I feel
one
the
may be
same way.
shady.
I
Right.
feel the
It's
same
like,
exact way about Daphne. I don't know her. I don't care.
right.
I'm pissed that she's with a veteran legacy character because we know nothing about her. He's been on there at almost as long as Scott Clifton, so don't tell me that he's not. And we know nothing. This is what I know. She's from France. She is Two-Face and then nice, and then Two-Face and then nice. So I'm confused. And then she lied to Carter. Now they're married. I don't know her parents. I don't know anything except she smells good and makes perfume.
Because think about this. And hey, Brandon, here's
and she sings.
Yeah.
Hey, Brandon.
Daphne and Elektra fall in the same category. We don't know them, right? But outside, because okay, just like the whole Ivy had a secret that had put Elektra and Will on a different course. People forget that Hope and Carter was together when Daphne was introduced. Daphne's purpose was to bust them up. If that secret comes out, even though I don't know they would do it, but if it does come out, that opens another can of worms that affects Hope, Carter, Liam, the Forster,
and
Steffi as well. Right.
Yeah, because
So
Steffi was the
me,
mastermind of it.
Right. So to me,
oh my God.
I feel as though you just realized
that's twice. Oh my God, Steffi is diabolical. That is twice. She did it with Thomas, and she did it with
because
Carter.
She's her grandma.
Oh
that's
my
why I said.
God.
That's
she
why I said. Like, I'm gonna tell you something, guys. I'm gonna be really, real honest with you. 100. This show has suffered since Susan Flannery left the show. Okay, because you don't have somebody like they're trying, because they're trying it with Brooke. They're trying it with Katie. They're trying it definitely with Steffi. They're trying it with Ivy. For them to make a mention of it this past couple of episodes, that tells you something. When all of this stuff comes out, it does have consequences. That's the thing. But again, like, you guys are waiting for Daphne to, because my whole thing is, who is she? Does she have a secret
they're
life?
doing the same thing with her. It's like maybe she's just gonna be one of those characters that's both. Like, there's shades of gray. Maybe they should do that with Elektra. I don't know. But she's good and then bad and then good. Like, oh, I feel so bad. I gotta tell the secret. But then she's keeping this big secret from Carter. Like,
and she quickly wants a baby. She quickly wants a baby. By the way, y'all, update. There's no baby. But
like, she wants a baby like right now. Why?
Right. So I'm like, does she see the dollar signs? Because Carter got money, y'all. Trust me, Carter got money. So to me, it's like she's friends with Steffi. And then, let me open that can of worms, because it's going to conclude to our big thing here. So if you watch today's episode, well, the whole thing is that Logan Designs is now officially a go.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
These two got into it.
Yeah. Yes. Kayla, yes.
Hey,
but
Kayla.
I don't think yeah. Let's see. Wait a minute. Hold on. What if Carter finds out about Daphne, gets upset, goes and sleeps with Hope, and Hope has Carter's baby?
That would be so crazy.
No, y'all know I'm still holding out for Steffi and Carter. I know it ain't gonna happen, but hashtag starter forever. Okay, for life. You saying they better not make Daphne screw over Carter?
Thank you. Who said that? Because we're on the same team. Thank you.
I'm 50-50. I'll leave it at that. The soap is designed always to making the Logans looks bad. Okay, so so we got Logan Designs. Yeah, so Kayla, so okay, real quick, let me explain that. So what happened after the Beyond the Gates after show Sunday? By the way, thank you guys so much for the views. We love you guys.
Yeah.
We had technical difficulties and we couldn't get the show on.
Yeah,
so that's why it was
internet.
completely not our fault. So that's why we blessed y'all tonight with us being on here and seeing our beautiful faces. Thank you. Let's see. Carter finally gets a healthy relationship.
Is it though? Is it with all these secrets? Is
it right? Because
you don't even know her. Oh,
but see, here's the thing about Carter. Because Carter has a history. Because he did this with Paris.
He falls in love too fast.
He wears his heart on his sleeve, and that's why I love when Lawrence was on our show, where he said, you know, what about his parents and his family? And I've always said this, like, okay, he's Marcus's brother. Where's Marcus at? Bring him back, Brown out loud.
Please bring Marcus back. I'm sorry.
That really. So my question is, who is his parents? Like, I feel like we need to do better.
If
bro.
you
we need to do
guys
better.
Google Texas bottom. Saying. Google X Marcus. Just Google it. Just Google it. You'll thank me later. Just Google it.
Oh my gosh, I can't with you.
You said it was Primetime?
I know. Wait a minute. If Krista Allen was still in the role of Taylor, I would say Carter should get with Taylor. Y'all gonna? I'm gonna say this.
Absolutely not, because Carter wants kids. I don't think you'll understand how young she looks versus how old she is.
Wait a minute. I'm going to say this. This is prime time. So it actually is Wednesday. So on East Coast. So yeah, it's after midnight. So I can say this. With Krista Allen's version of Taylor, Sin fans, don't come at me. Because y'all thought the same thing too. I kept noticing Tanner and Krista's chemistry. And I was like, dang, that's kind of weird that they got chemistry. And I'm like, dang it. I'm like,
I didn't notice that, honestly. I saw it as like a mother-in-law, son-in-law type thing.
No. There's a scene. I'll post it. If you follow me on Insta, on X at Candy Poo, I'll post it. It was just like,
just in case I don't know if y'all remember, Taylor cannot have kids anymore. She had a kid with Nick, but she couldn't use her eggs. They're not usable. She had to use a donor egg, which happened to be Brooks on accident. Maybe Grayson was working in their lab.
But Amanda, you know this is a soap opera. This is the same genre that gave me River Shane having a little baby when she was battling cancer, after she was a clone, after she was psychic,
after she was on the show,
when she was off the show. This is the same show. This is the same genre, folks, that gives me twins out of the woodworth. Like,
well, you know what? Taylor was a princess.
That is, and we did see her coffin. We was there at her funeral. It was a beautiful service, by the way.
It was a beautiful service.
That was beautiful gowns. So yeah, anything is possible on the soap. Anything is possible. Okay, sorry. All right. Logan Designs kickoff. Everybody loves it. It's a great success. Numbers are flying.
Yeah, because they stole Eric's design.
No, they didn't, because guess what? It was determined on what happened. I was right. There was a contract signed.
There was
a contract. Technically speaking, Eric can go to jail for this. Here's the deal, folks. Remember, Eric felt a certain type of way because Ridge was like, bye-bye, bitch. Okay. And so Eric went over to help Katie. Katie didn't beg him and saying, please come over to my company, please. He went over there. He created a design, the collector design for the first season. We were trying to figure if this was out, but they finally addressed it. He did sign a contract. Therefore, Eric breached that contract. When Ridge and them was like, I'm so sorry. Okay.
Right.
Eric opened a can of worms. He has not gone over to apologize to Katie. Everybody is like laying the smack down on Katie. Stephanie says, how could anybody be mad at Granddad? He's a saint. Stephanie, get out my face for a second. Just get out my face for 1 minute. Because your grandfather, while we felt bad for him, I can't hold him. I got to hold him accountable for what he did. You're mad for a couple of reasons, but you did this. I can't hold Brooke and Ridge accountable for some of the things that you've done, Eric. I can't. Because you made that decision to go to her and then go back over to Forrester's. Okay?
Right.
Now,
like, okay,
Katie,
can I say one thing? In their defense, I do think they should, I absolutely think that they own the designs because he did sign a contract and he did design them for them. Where it comes, the thing is, if he asked you, he don't want you to use them because he didn't feel they were ready. So that was making him very stressed out, and it was kind of making him irritated too because he doesn't want to put out work that's not ready, right? I do think they should get to keep the designs. I don't think they have any leg to stand on when it comes to that. They are Katie's design. He signed the contract. But I do think because of who he is, they should let him out of the contract and be done with it. Okay, fine. We're done now. Done. Find a new designer and be done with it. I think Brooke and Ridge are really overreacting. It's one line. He's not going to keep designing for them. Don't you think they're overreacting a little? Just
They've
a little.
always been overreacting since day one. Here's the thing. When you sign a contract, you abide by the contract. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and there is going to be a clause that if you don't, you got to pay a bunch of money.
Right. And here's the deal, because this, I said this actually is really happening in real life. There's a fashion house in Paris. One of their lead designers for Fashion Week went over to the other company and designed 2 collections. They then was released from the contract to go back to the fashion house. Keep in mind, if y'all know Fashion Week and everything, you know, the Met Gala, all that. So the company sued the designer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you breached you was, even though they were asked to let go, you still breached the contract, because here's the deal. Just like anything, you have to wait until your contract, like the date, like, okay, Amanda signs a contract with me for a year. Okay. You opt out. But keep in mind, you cannot work at another company. That was a part of your deal. When for us to release you, you cannot work at another fashion house until that year is up. That person went back to the fashion house literally a day apart. You broke your rule, you broke that contract because you're supposed to wait, what? A year. Because a year, that's the collection season, is a year. So again, you know, like spring and all that, 2000 and all that, you have to wait. Eric, see, Bold, you kind of messed up, because there's a couple of things that you've been playing that I don't think you're really focusing on. Eric has issues with the family of how they pushed him out. There's ageism because he is getting to be a certain age that nobody's really going to use him.
Right.
There's also, and I see some of you guys are saying like this could be a health thing, but we've already done the storyline with John McCook with the health storyline, and they didn't pull the trigger when they were supposed to, and I respect it, but I don't. But at the same time, another problem is that it is his legacy that he's worried about.
That's genius. Read Victor Holman's comment. It's exactly what you said. It's exactly what you said earlier. Oh my God, that is so funny.
I said that because again, that's why. Like, oh, trust me, Vic, I got a whole list of people I want to be the new designer.
Oh, that would be so awesome.
But I have a feeling I know who they're going to pick. I don't know anything, but I'm just going to say it. I think we may see the return of the following people: Amber, Rick, CJ. I don't know nothing. Y'all ain't hear from me.
I would be very surprised if they brought Rick. It'll be a new Rick.
But then again, don't. If you saw today's episode, don't be surprised if Zende joins over there.
Where in the hell is Zende?
He was on today.
Oh, I didn't see today, guys. I'm gonna just be honest.
Yeah. Because real quick, Katie was so happy about the collection. Everybody's like, "Yay!" Bill is all about the money, honey, and everything.
Right.
They're showing numbers. Everything is sold out, but it is now the question of what are we going to do for the next collection? Like, who are we going to get to do our designs, right? So Ridge and Eric all see the reviews, and Ridge is like, we need to do something. So Steffi, spoiler alert, goes to Hope and says, we're going to have to shelve Hope for the future.
She's doing it. I don't care what y'all say. She's doing this on purpose. She hates Hope. She just hates Hope.
Well, no, here's how this is bold. I'm giving you props for this because this is actually what they do in a real company. Even though they got a startup, because they fought for Hope for the future. Remember the agreement that Hope did this for, right? Because she was lusting after Finn,
and they're just put money in it. You know what I mean? Like they just put new money in it.
But that's what it is. The money isn't coming in for the collection like they thought. So the numbers aren't looking as promising as it should be. But now because Forster is now a big topic again. Steffi is saying the contour line needs to be front and center. For them to save face, they need to do this. Hope is like, you're doing this to me again. And Steffi is like, this is a business situation. This is not personal.
Sure, it is,
stuff like that. So Zende comes in and he finds out. And he's like, wait, what? And Steffi's like, we have to do this. So
now what's he supposed to do?
Right. So, well, here's the thing. Steffi told Zende, you could be in charge. You can be one of the designers for the contour line.
But they're going to let him do couture?
Wait a minute. But Zende kind of looked like, huh. And that's when Hope had told him, I'm thinking about going over. Now, Katie was happy that Hope enjoyed the line. Like, really is like, stuff like that. And they was like, well, maybe we should try to persuade her to come over.
Right.
Everybody is liking Katie's design, except for Brooke. And this is, here, folks, ladies and gentlemen, this is why, for me, 2027, right? Daytime Emmy nominations for lead actress, supporting whatever. I am not going to be surprised if I see Heather Tom and Catherine Kelly. Reason being, all Katie wants is just that, way to go, sis. You did it. I'm so proud of you. I knew you could do it. I love you.
Oh, I don't want to be mean. I don't want to see. This is okay.
No,
I really love. Yeah. I love Katie. I love Katie. She's one of my. absolute favorites
Right.
because I love Heather Tom. But she didn't. She got Eric, who is their secret weapon. She didn't do it on her own by herself. Eric did it, and Bill paid for it. It was given to her. Brooke has a point. I worked in a lab and like did things. I had to like actually do my lines, right? I had to model for them. I had to friggin' like I love both of them, but I do see Brooke's point. I'm a veteran in this. I worked my way up in this. I didn't just walk in and get it. And Katie, he said, I did it all on my own. Did you? Because Bill gave it to you, and then Eric did your line. Otherwise, you wouldn't have one at all. Now, hold on. The other side. Me and my sister are like this.
All right.
I don't care. If my sister wants to do this, I'll be the first person to try to get her on here. Like, we completely support each other. So, on the other hand, Brooke is being so mean about this. Like, just go. Why can't you just say, I'm glad that you want to do this. Like, I'm happy for you that you are finding your dream. Like, you're following your dream. How hard is it to do that?
Mm-hmm.
See? Conflicted. I feel like I'm very conflicted. Like, I'm on two sides.
Here's my thing though. I will say this. Brooke sounds so far removed from who she really is.
Very. If you
When
guys
I
gotta
heard-
go back and watch the original Brooke.
Well,
She's
well,
very
no.
smart. She's a chemist. Like, yeah.
Well, the thing is that Brooke is starting to remind me of Stephanie in the sense of you're belittling somebody who, and I'm going to say not just the Logan's design, but overall,
Right.
Katie has been there for Brooke and for the Forsters through the highs and the lows and all that jazz. She gave Hope that line. She gave Hope
and
that line.
They treated her like
they
crap.
treated Kate crap. So to me, it's like, well, wait a minute. Because see, if I was writing the show, this is what I was saying it. So Brooke is like, well, Eric did this, and I'd be like this, and I wonder why Eric gave me this. What did you and Ridge do to him that he had to come to me and help and design for me? What did he do? What did you do for da 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 da? Why is it that you need approval from Ridge all the time? Do you need a mirror? Do you want me to hold up my eye and say what? Like look, it's funny because like Katie said, growing up, there were certain things that Brooke did that she didn't approve of. She didn't understand it. But the thing is that Brooke, you should know how Katie feels. Because that Brooke bedline was not just like you were there, but whose company was it? It was the Forsters. So the Forsters kind of gave you a boost too. Don't forget about that. Yes, you did.
But she had to work her way up. Stephanie hated her.
I mean,
she had to work her way up to that.
She had to work her way up. But Katie had to sit by and take a lot of stuff from all of them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I want her to succeed. And I feel bad that they're being mean to her. Like, it's not necessary to be mean to her.
Like, just keep it real. Like, okay, Brooke, yes, you're a Forster. You finally got your dream. Yay. But at the end of the day, that's your sister.
Right.
This is the woman. This is the woman that you made her go crazy when you slept with her husband. You remember that, Brooke? Remember that? Fun times, right? Fun times. But the thing is that
Katie also slept with Ridge. So.
Right. I mean, well, let me see. But the thing is that all Katie wanted, regardless of the whole situation, is I'm proud of you. overall, Katie's always wanted approval from people. She's the
Always.
kid that she's the kid, you guys. She's that sibling that felt as though if everybody did 100, she had to do 200 just
Yeah.
to be seen and heard. The fact that Bill and her are on the same path, that took a long time, folks. That took a long time. And
I
here's the
swear,
thing.
Candice,
And wait,
if
wait a minute,
he
hold
hurts
on.
her
And Brooke,
again, that's it. I'm done.
but here's the thing. Brooke is also jealous of that. Just think about that. Even though Bill is Bill, the fact that he's so dedicated to Katie, right? The fact that Katie didn't really have to fight as much as Brooke has had to fight for Ridge, right? And not only that, but this is another thing: is Brooke, you're more associated with the Forresters than by your surreal name of Logan. Even though Ridge calls you Logan, and y'all had it for a minute, y'all didn't renew that license. Katie's a Logan, and she wants the world to see her. This is her opportunity of right. It's her opportunity.
They're being ridiculous with the name.
Right.
That's also her name.
Right. But this is like her Diana Ross moment. It's like, I'm coming out. I want the whole world to know.
Right.
All she wants is somebody to say, and obviously we don't have Donna, but I'm pretty sure Donna is probably like, yay, my baby. She wants her older sister Brooke's approval.
Always. She always has.
And it's right. And it sucks because you were saying she doesn't, but she really does. But who's the next designer going to be? Find out on Project Runway, Los Angeles.
I was just reading the comment. She causes problems by throwing her husband at Brooke and making romantic dinner, talking about how he wants her.
Oh yeah, how Katie always talks about Bill and Brooke and all that. Yeah.
She does bring that up. You're right. Katie is a Spencer. She is.
Here's the thing. Katie doesn't want to be above Brooke. Here's what Katie wants. She wants to be equal. And she said that. Because again, when Brooke said, you're my little sister, again, the word little, you can be the little sister, but it's the way you say it that makes me feel small.
Right.
We're both in the same boat, baby. Me and you. I've dug your butt and Force's tails out of a lot of milky waters. The least I ask is for some respect. I know that's hard, but
you know what? You have a point. Is it? I'm horrible at names, guys. Adithale. Adelie.
Adeline.
I think it is a little bit of jealousy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do. If you go back on the app and watch the first season, Katie feels like the ugly one, which is insane because she's gorgeous. Yeah. But it's always been like that. She always wants Brooke and Donna's approval, and it's always been that way. And I think it is a little bit of jealousy.
Mm-hmm. I like what it was said. She told Brooke she was going to be the queen and that Brooke would no longer be the ick person. Let me tell y'all something. Ooh. When I tell you this is so shades of OG Stephanie and Brooke, it's not funny. It's actually brilliant. Because again, like I said, if you would have sat us down last year and say the major part of 2026 is going to be Brooke versus Katie, I would have probably told you, really?
No. What?
I've been like, really? So, but
I'm just glad it's not. I'm just so glad it's not Brooke and Taylor.
I'm just glad that it's not a man between Brooke and Katie. Amen. True. Oh, and by the way, Sheila Taylor Deacon.
Oh, one more thing. Wait until Steffi gets has a talk with Katie. You know them two are gonna end up fighting.
Oh no, no,
Steffi.
because here's the thing, because Steffi said to Hope, "You're acting just like a Spencer," and Hope's comeback was, "Well, I am married to one." I was like,
"Ooh, burn!" Nah, I'm married to the one you secretly want.
You're the one I wanted to get with. But no, like, to me, I like the fact that, and I think we've been saying that, is the show needed a fashion house, a rival fashion house. And again, I like the fact that it is within the families of the Forrester Spencers, all that. But it is some questions. Is like, okay, who's going to be the next ones to jump ship? Because look, they wanted Will. Will still works at Forrester. Should he come over to Logan because that's his mama? Or should he make his own decisions? Is Zende going to jump ship? Is Hope going to jump ship? Who do you guys think
Hope
after
should.
we post? Hope definitely should, because it's Katie gave her that line, and the way that Steffi is treating and Ridge is treating Hope, I would have rolled out a long time ago.
Yeah.
But I get it, because you didn't feel comfortable. You didn't have, I get it. I totally get it. And by the way, I do want to know if they're going to bring in somebody. Let me say, Katie should hire Deke and his mama. I would like to see Deke. By the way, again, I'm going to say this: a haircut and a hair trim definitely changes a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I think that we covered everything.
I think we covered everything, you guys.
My question is, I have a question. So do we think, all right, who do you guys think is going to be the designer? Because I
think everybody's saying it. Everybody's saying it. Amber.
I feel like they gotta bring somebody that matters, like somebody that we want.
Amber.
I would love that. Also, Sally. I would love Sally, but that ain't gonna happen because she's over there pregnant. You guys let me know what you think, because technically Hope is not actually a designer. So like she would be going over there to do like a line or whatever, but she's not really a designer. And Zende is loyal. I don't know if he's gonna jump ship that.
I don't understand. I never understood why they never had Zende work under Eric.
No, me either. I don't understand why they don't have him under.
Anybody?
Thank you. I was paying attention.
I knew where he was going. I knew where he was going. I just wanted to see if you were going to say it. That's all. I just wanted to see
anyone. And then he got taken advantage of by Luna, and no one even cares. No one even cares that
they dropped that story like a hot potato on a clear.
That was fake. She wasn't even drunk.
Because here's the thing, that was with both RJ, Zende, right? So I mean, it was nice for them to mention it, but I was like, really?
So,
actually, no, here's the thing. Wait a minute, hold on. I'm about to blow some people's mind. Because they've been talking about not only, like, obviously on Young and Restless Summer, but they've been name dropping Quinn's name a lot on Bold lately.
I saw that they've been putting that on socials. Like, do you want her back? Will she come back? And all that stuff.
Oh yes.
I don't. Sure, but I don't want her back if you're not going to bring Darren Brooks back. There's no point.
No. Look, no. Here's the thing. No, I'm gonna be a picker, and I'm choosing. I want Quinn back. Because again, when all of this Daphne stuff comes out, Carter is going to be heartbroken.
I know, but Quinn can't have kids. and Carter wants kids more than anything.
There's something called adoption. Hey.
He wants his own kid. Well, you know what? I'd have to talk to him about it because I feel like he wants his own kid.
There's something called adoption. Marcus was adopted by the Forsters.
That was one of the things, though, is she don't want her kid is grown. I don't want to grow. When she left, that was one of her things. My kid is grown. I don't want another kid. I'm sorry.
It's adopted. Zende's adopted.
Right, but she doesn't want to raise another kid at her age. She specifically told him.
Well, I understand that, but things change, and so do we.
I don't like it.
I don't like it. Hold on. All right, you guys.
I would love it if she came and caused problems with Eric and Donna. I would love that because then we'd get Eric in the story more, and we'd get Donna in the story more, and then we'd have some friggin' actual drama. Other than
you know what we can do. You know what we can do with Donna? We can bring Justin back. Oh wait, where's he at? Anyway. So yeah.
Don't get me started. No, do not get me started.
We're gonna bring back. Thank you, Kayla. Read what she said. Read what she said in the chat.
I want Darren Brooks back.
No, read what she just wrote.
I'm trying. I can. How do you? Okay, got it. It ain't that she can, it's that she doesn't want one. Y'all don't understand. That was one of the reasons she broke up with him.
Neither did Carly on General Hospital. Bam. And that's why we got Jocelyn. Anyway, so just a reminder. First and foremost, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. On the East Coast, it's past midnight, so it's now Wednesday. So thank you very much.
It is 10:30. It is 10:30 where I'm at. I'm Mountain.
It's 12:30 here. So happy Wednesday, everybody.
It is 9:30 where James is. He might be asleep.
Yeah, well, he might be asleep. We might be on all night marathon. Super chats are welcome. Venmo us. Okay. Make sure you like and subscribe. But no, you guys, just a reminder, we're not going to be on for the next couple of weeks. We'll be back around the 19th, so like the third Sunday in May. Let me do it right now. It's gonna be May. Okay, I just had to do it. And also stay tuned tomorrow, which is later today on the East Coast, later tonight. Frank and James are gonna go over everything that happened on General Hospital. Lord help us all. I'm sorry, GH fans. I'm fatigued with Drew and Willow. There, I said it, and Sidwell. There you go. I said what I said, and I'm gonna take it back. And also make sure you check out James Chocolate Twin, Tony and crew edition days on Sunday. I believe they are gonna have a show. And they're trying new things out. So go over there and support them. Tell them that Candice, who was the first fan of the week to use the video acceptance speech. I'm the first one. First, and I thank Billy Flynn too in my speech. It was epic. It was so epic.
Oh, you know how we were talking about Christian LeBlanc?
Yeah.
I got assaulted by him once. I'll post a photo. We were doing photos on the red. What is the stop and repeat? The red card for the stop and repeat. So I get in, like I'm in the picture, and all of a sudden he just grabs me, and James saw it. He grabs me and he puts his leg all up on me and smushes me into him. And like,
oh, that's his way of saying that's his way of love right there, folks. So there you go.
Oh yeah, I know. He's hilarious. I'll post that picture for you guys.
There you go. So to everybody in the chat room, thank you so much for hanging out. Like I said, we're not going to be on for 2 weeks, so you guys have a great, beginning of May. General Hospital is tomorrow. Stay tuned. Yep. Also, you know what? Happy birthday, James. There you go.
Happy birthday, James. That's right. That's why we're not going to be on for 2 weeks.
2 weeks, birthday. Right? And by the way, for those who want to know where Tammy is, Tammy decided to go to New York City. Yeah, we're snitching tonight. Yes, we are. I'll be up there Sunday. So
you know what?
You guys,
Tammy is living her best life right now.
No, she's living. She's being bold and the beautiful. and Beyond the Gates. By the way, Beyond the Gates fans, stay tuned. We may do something. We'll keep you guys informed. Follow us on all social media. And that's it. I'm gonna go now because I'm gonna
All
finish
right,
cutting
love
out
you
the stuff.
guys.
Bye, guys. See ya. James, wake up.
James, where you at?
No, he didn't. I know he's not asleep.
All right, so James has a headache. He doesn't feel well, and he said he's gonna lay down for a second. I think he fell asleep.
I hope James did not go to sleep and while we're on live. Oh, this is going to be great.
Because we can close ours and get out of it, but his will still just sit there, right?
It will be on. You know
well,
what?
at least it won't be nothing embarrassing. It's just a photo.
Hold on, you guys. Should we do a marathon and raise money?
Oh, I know. Text him.
Yeah, go ahead.
Duh.
Go ahead.
We're so dumb. We're
we're not.
Attention.
It's just
maybe just get a snack.
I was gonna say no. You know what? Call him.
Hey, he's not a fan of that. Did you send it?
No, nope. You're doing it. I'm live. I'm doing. So welcome to the late show, with Amanda and Candice on JLJ Media. We're now we're taking over. This is so great.
Oh my God, this is too funny. I'm good, James. Where are you at? All right, James, where are you at? I gotta get to you. Where are you at?
So anybody want to talk about something? What are we going to talk about? Let's talk about some. Okay, Beyond the Gates. Might as well.
Oh no.
So we're Beyond the Gates.
I think I heard him. Was that him? Or is that your house? I could have sworn I heard him. I hear it.
There you go.
There he is. I knew I heard him.
Yeah, you got such a good job out there, everybody. You got full. You're Restless and Bold and Beautiful tonight.
And we was this close to doing Beyond the Gates before you came on.
I heard it. I was like, I think it's time to go. So I'll see you guys later. Everybody, love you guys at home.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye. Oh, we're so live.